My boyfriend's own kids went no contact with him, so I let him parent my children, allowed him to ground my daughter for weeks and forced my 14-year-old son to wear dresses as punishment. Then when my daughter disrespected him, I canceled her senior trip, took away her prom dress, and sent her to boarding school. Now both my kids have cut me off. I let my boyfriend force my 14-year-old son to wear dresses to school as punishment. 4 times. I watched him cry, beg, plead with me to stop it. And I said, "You should have done your chores." Now my son won't look at me. My daughter won't speak to me. They live with their father full-time and I get supervised visitation they refuse to attend. The man I destroyed my family for? He left me 6 months ago for someone with younger kids he could control. I'm writing this from an empty house where my children's rooms sit exactly as they left them. Untouched. Because they're never coming back. This isn't about one mistake. This is about 2 years of choosing a man over my children's safety. 2 years of ignoring every red flag because I was terrified of being alone. 2 years that cost me everything. My name is Jennifer. I'm 42. 2 years ago, I was a divorced mother of 2, Mia, 16, and Tyler, 14. Their father and I co-parented well. The kids were happy. I was lonely. That's the truth. I was lonely and I was willing to overlook anything to not feel that way anymore. I met Robert on a dating app. 45, divorced, charming. 3rd date, he mentioned his kids. I have 3. 2 daughters and a son. They're with their mother. How old? 22, 20, and 18. All adults now. Do you see them often? His face darkened. No. They've chosen to cut me out of their lives. Their mother poisoned them against me. Red flag number 1. 3 adult children. All refusing contact with their father. I should have asked why. Should have investigated. Should have seen the neon warning sign. Instead, I believed him. The evil ex-wife narrative. I'd heard it before. That's terrible, I said. It's been hard. But I'm hoping to build a new family. With someone who appreciates what I bring to the table. Red flag number 2. Build the new family when you haven't reconciled with your existing one. I ignored it. 6 months later, I introduced him to my kids. Mia's first words after he left, "He's kind of intense, Mom." He's just trying to make a good impression. Something feels off about him. You're being paranoid. Red flag number 3. My teenage daughter's instinct screaming danger. I dismissed them. Robert started spending more time at my house. That's when the advice started. Mia's too mouthy. She talks back too much. She's 16. She has opinions. She has attitude. If she were my daughter, I'd handle it differently. I should have asked what happened when he handled his own daughters. Why all 3 cut contact? I didn't. Tyler's too soft, he told me. He needs to toughen up. Learn to be a man. He's 14. He's fine. He's going to get eaten alive. You're babying him. Red flag number 4. A man who thought sensitivity was weakness. I should have ended it there. Instead, I started to believe him. Maybe I was too soft. Maybe the kids did need stricter discipline. A year in, Robert moved in. I didn't ask the kids. Just told them it was happening. Mia was upset. "Mom, I don't like him. There's something wrong with him. You just don't know him yet. You need to accept this. Why won't you listen to me? Because you're 16 and you don't like that I'm dating someone. I deserve to be happy." Tyler said nothing. Just retreated. Everything changed once Robert moved in. New rules appeared. Rules I hadn't agreed to. Dinner is at 6 p.m. sharp. Everyone at the table. No phones. Bedtime is 9 p.m. No exceptions. All homework shown to me for approval. The first time Mia was 5 minutes late to dinner, Robert made her stand in the corner for an hour. While we ate. "Robert, that's excessive," I said. "No, it's consistent. She needs to learn punctuality." I should have sent her to sit down. I didn't. Robert had convinced me I'd been too lenient. Tyler forgot to take out the trash one night. Robert made him do push-ups in the driveway until he collapsed. Tyler was crying. Arms shaking. Begging to stop. "Please, I can't." 10 more. Real men don't give up. I watched from the window. Told myself this was building character. It wasn't character building. It was abuse. Mia got a B on a test. Robert grounded her for 2 weeks. "Robert, that's too much. It's unacceptable. She's lazy." "She's not lazy." The grounding stands. Mia looked at me. Waiting for me to protect her. I didn't. Your stepdad is right. Take your grades more seriously. He's not my stepdad, Mia said quietly. He lives here. He helps parent you. Show some respect. Respect. That became Robert's weapon. Any pushback was disrespect. And disrespect required punishment. Then came the dress punishment. Tyler forgot his chores one Saturday. Robert's solution: make him wear one of Mia's dresses to school on Monday. What? I said. He needs to learn responsibility. This will teach him. By humiliating him? It's not about the clothes. It's about the embarrassment motivating him. He'll be bullied. Traumatized. Then he should have remembered his chores. I should have said no. Should have protected my son. Instead, Robert wore me down. If you let him off easy, he'll never learn. Monday morning came. Robert made Tyler put on one of Mia's old dresses. Tyler was crying. Begging, "Please, Mom. Please don't make me do this. You should have done your chores. I forgot. I made a mistake. Please." Mistakes have consequences. Mia tried to intervene. "Mom, this is insane. He'll be destroyed. Stay out of this. Kids are cruel. They'll never let him forget. Then maybe Tyler will learn to be more responsible." I drove Tyler to school. He walked into that building in a dress. Tears streaming down his face. I told myself this was good parenting. It wasn't good parenting. It was child abuse. And I was complicit. Tyler came home broken. He'd been mocked. Photographed. Called slurs. Videos everywhere on social media. He went to his room. Didn't come out for 2 days. "See?" Robert said. He learned his lesson. Tyler changed after that day. Became withdrawn. Stopped talking. Stopped everything. Mia was furious. How could you let him do that to Tyler? Watch your tone. No. You're letting this man abuse us. Robert heard. Abuse? I'm trying to raise you right. You're spoiled and entitled. We're not spoiled. You're a psycho who forces teenage boys to wear dresses. That's it, Robert said calmly. You're grounded. 4 weeks. You're not my parent. Mia screamed. Robert looked at me. Waiting. And I backed him up. Mia, you're grounded. Go to your room. Mom. Now. She went. I heard her crying through the walls. I told myself I was doing the right thing. Supporting my partner. The dress punishment happened 3 more times over the next year. Each time for minor things. Forgotten homework. Messy room. Talking back. Each time, Tyler begged. Each time, I allowed it. By 15, Tyler was severely depressed. His school counselor called me in. I'm concerned about Tyler. Has anything changed at home? My boyfriend lives with us now. He's helping with discipline. What kind of discipline? I couldn't tell her the truth. Just normal consequences. Tyler mentioned being punished in a way that embarrassed him at school. It's private family matters. If Tyler is being subjected to humiliating punishments, that's emotional abuse. It's not abuse. It's discipline. She looked at me sadly. I'm flagging this. I left angry. Angry at her for questioning me. Angry at Tyler for talking. I should have been angry at myself. At Robert. I wasn't. Here's what I didn't know then: Robert's own children had left for this exact reason. The poison against him story was a lie. They'd escaped an abuser. And I'd handed him new victims. Mia's senior year started. She was excited. Senior trip to Florida. Prom. College applications. Robert hated all of it. Senior trip is a waste of money. She should focus on her future. It's a rite of passage. Her friends are being raised by permissive parents. You're better than that. He groomed me for 2 years to believe harsh meant good. That saying no meant strong. That breaking them meant parenting. The final breaking point came 2 months before Mia's trip. Robert asked Mia to clean the kitchen after dinner. She said, "Can I do it after homework? I have a big test tomorrow." Reasonable request. Robert saw disrespect. "No. You'll do it now. But the test is tomorrow morning." "I don't care. When I tell you to do something, you do it." Mia looked at me. "Mom?" I should have backed her up. I didn't. Do what Robert says, Mia. Are you kidding? My test is tomorrow. Don't talk back. I'm trying to study. Robert stood. That's it. Grounded. 3 weeks. 3 weeks? For asking to do chores after homework? For disrespecting me. Mia turned to me. Desperate. Mom, this is insane. Please. Robert was watching. Testing. I failed my daughter. Robert's right. You were disrespectful. The grounding stands. I hate you, Mia said quietly. Both of you. She went to her room. I heard her on the phone with her father. Heard her crying. Please, Dad. I can't live here anymore. He's crazy and Mom just lets him. My ex-husband called an hour later. What the hell is going on? Mia says your boyfriend grounded her for 3 weeks for asking to do chores after homework? She was disrespectful. She was being a responsible student. And who is this guy to ground my daughter anyway? He lives here. Is it true he made Tyler wear dresses to school? My blood went cold. That's complicated. Did he or didn't he? It was a punishment. For what? What could a 14-year-old do to deserve public humiliation? He forgot his chores. Are you out of your mind? It taught him responsibility. It taught him his mother won't protect him. I'm filing for emergency custody. You can't. Watch me. I'm telling the judge everything. The dresses. The excessive punishments. The emotional abuse. It's not abuse. Yes, it is. And you're enabling it. He hung up. I was panicking. But not because I'd miss my kids. Because it would prove Robert was wrong. And I couldn't admit that. So I doubled down. The 3-week grounding became 6 weeks. Robert's rule. Because Mia complained to her father. The senior trip was cancelled. Robert, she already paid. She should have thought about that before being disrespectful. Mia begged. Showed me the deposit she'd lose. I said no. Because Robert said no. Prom was next. Mia had bought a dress. Was excited. Robert decided she couldn't go. She hasn't earned it. Robert, it's prom. Senior prom. She'll never get this again. Exactly. Perfect consequence. But she bought the dress. Doesn't matter. I told Mia. She stared at me. You're not letting me go to prom? You haven't been respectful. I've done everything you asked. Your attitude right now is why you're not going. Mom, please. I've been looking forward to this for years. Maybe this will teach you. Teach me what? That my mom chose some guy over me? Robert appeared. That's it. New consequence. He looked at me. Boarding school. For her senior year. My stomach dropped. What? Let professionals deal with her. She graduates in 3 months. Exactly. 3 months to reset her attitude. Mia stared at me in horror. Mom, no. Please. You can't send me away. I looked at Robert. At the test in his eyes. And I chose him. Pack your bags, Mia. Robert's right. That's when everything collapsed. Mia didn't pack. She called her father. Within an hour, my ex-husband was at my door. With police. I'm taking Mia. Right now. You can't. Judge granted emergency custody. Based on what Mia told the court about the abuse. What abuse? The officer spoke. We've received reports of emotional abuse. Specifically, forced cross-dressing of a minor as punishment. That's complicated. Did you allow your male child to be forced to wear female clothing to school as punishment? It was to teach responsibility. That's a yes. That constitutes emotional abuse. CPS has been notified. Robert was raging. This is ridiculous. By humiliating them? My ex said. That's not parenting. That's torture. Mia came downstairs. Bags already packed. She'd been ready to leave. She looked at me once. I begged you to protect me. To see what he was doing. You chose him instead. I'll never forgive you for that. She left with her father. Robert was raging about rights and disrespectful kids. I sat on the couch in shock. The CPS investigation started the next day. They interviewed Tyler at school. He told them everything. The dresses. The push-ups. The corners. The excessive groundings. The constant criticism. They interviewed Mia. She provided photos. Tyler in dresses. Posted online. She documented everything. The investigator came to my house. Did you allow your boyfriend to force your son to wear dresses to school as punishment? I wanted to lie. Yes. How many times? 4 times. Over what period? About a year. She wrote it down. Expression neutral. You saw nothing wrong with this? Robert said it would teach him. Robert is not a therapist. He's not even a legal guardian. Why did you allow this? He said I was too soft. There's a difference between discipline and humiliation. Did Tyler ask you to stop? Yes. And you continued anyway? I thought Robert knew better. Better than your own instincts? Better than your child's, please? I had no answer. The temporary custody order became permanent. My ex-husband got full custody of both kids. I got supervised visitation. Robert was furious. This is their father's fault. He turned them against you. They turned against me because of what we did. What we did? I was helping you raise them. By making Tyler wear dresses? Yes. They needed consequences. They needed a mother who protected them. We fought for hours. Then Robert said, "If you're going to blame me, I'm done. Your kids ruined this relationship." He left that night. I sat surrounded by my children's belongings, finally seeing what I'd allowed. Supervised visitation was a nightmare. Tyler wouldn't look at me. Mia wouldn't speak. The supervisor noted extreme reluctance from both minors. Older child exhibits intense anger. Younger child shows signs of trauma when mother is present. After 3 sessions, Tyler refused to come. He says being near you triggers his anxiety, the supervisor told me. We can't force him. Mia came to 2 more sessions. Then stopped. She says she has nothing to say to you. That you made your choice and she's made hers. I was completely alone. Court-mandated therapy started. My therapist was brutally honest. You allowed your boyfriend to psychologically abuse your children for 2 years. Why? I thought he was right. Your son was forced to wear dresses to school. Multiple times. You saw him traumatized after the first time. Why allow it again? Robert convinced me. You're a grown woman. A mother. You allowed a man you'd known for less time than you'd known your children to override your parental instincts. I was afraid of being alone. So you sacrificed your children's mental health to avoid loneliness? Put that way, it sounded even worse. Did you ever ask Robert why his own children won't speak to him? He said their mother poisoned them. Did you verify that? Research how someone ends up with all 3 adult children refusing contact? No. Why not? Because I didn't want to know. I didn't want it to be true that he was abusive. Because then I'd have to leave him. There it was. I'd known. Deep down, I'd known Robert was abusive. That's why all 3 of his children cut contact. That's why Mia's instinct screamed danger. That's why Tyler became depressed. But admitting it meant being alone. So I chose denial. And my children paid the price. 6 months after losing custody, I tried reaching out through letters. Mia's response came through her father's lawyer: client does not wish to receive further contact. Any additional attempts will be considered harassment. Tyler's therapist called. Tyler has requested you stop sending letters. He's not ready for contact and may never be. Reading your letters sets back his progress. I was cut off. Completely. My ex-husband sent me updates. Legally required. Tyler is doing much better in therapy. His depression has improved significantly since removing himself from your household. Each word was a knife. Mia went to prom. I took her shopping for a new dress. She had a wonderful time. Mia graduated valedictorian. Tyler made the art show. Both children are thriving without contact with you. My children were doing better without me. Thriving in my absence. Because I'd been the problem. Me and Robert. Removing us let them heal. 1 year after losing custody, I heard Robert had a new girlfriend. With 2 young kids. I called her from a burner phone. You need to know something about Robert. I know who you are. Robert told me about you. How you let your ex poison your kids against him. How you blamed Robert for your parenting failures. That's not what happened. My kids love Robert. He's wonderful with them. Maybe the problem was you. She hung up. I wanted to warn her more. But I had no proof. She'd have to learn the hard way. Like I did. Like Robert's first wife did. Some people don't change. They just find new victims. 2 years after the custody change, Mia turned 20. I sent a card to my ex's address. It came back unopened. Note attached, return to sender. Recipient refuses delivery. Tyler was 18 now. Legally an adult. I could try contacting him directly. His response was short: I don't want a relationship with you. What you allowed Robert to do to me was unforgivable. Please respect my decision and don't contact me again. Both my children. Gone. By their own choice. I think about Tyler in that dress almost every day. His face as I forced him to go to school. His tears. His begging. And I remember saying, you should have done your chores. As if forgotten chores justified public humiliation. Bullying. Trauma. I think about Mia watching me cancel her trip. Her prom. Her senior year. Watching me choose Robert over her happiness. Again and again. And I remember her final words, "I begged you to protect me. You chose him instead." She was right. My therapist asked what I would say to my children if I could. That I'm sorry. That they were right about Robert from the beginning. That I ignored every warning sign because I was terrified of being alone. That I chose a man over their safety and I'll regret it forever. Do you think they'll ever forgive you? No. And they shouldn't. Can you forgive yourself? I can't. I don't think I ever will. I'm 44 years old now. 4 years since I lost custody. I have no relationship with my children. They're both thriving. Tyler in art school. Mia in pre-law. Both in therapy processing what I allowed. I see their father's social media sometimes. Photos of graduations. Holidays. Normal family moments. He remarried. His new wife is kind to the kids. They smile around her. She's what I should have been. Protective. Present. Putting the children first. I work a job I hate. Come home to an empty house. I have no photos of my children displayed. Seeing their faces hurts too much. This is what I deserve. If you're reading this and you're dating someone whose own children won't speak to them, please listen. That's not the children being difficult. That's not an ex poisoning them. That's a pattern of behavior so harmful that multiple children chose to cut contact with their parent. Don't let your children become the next victims. Don't convince yourself your partner is right when your instincts scream they're wrong. Don't choose loneliness over your children's safety. Don't be me. I let my boyfriend, a man whose own 3 children refused to speak to him, control and abuse my children for 2 years. I let him force my son to wear dresses to school. I let him cancel every meaningful event in my daughter's senior year. I chose him over them. Again and again. Now both my children have cut me off. Permanently. And they're right too. I enabled their abuse because I was afraid to be alone. Now I'm alone anyway. But I deserve it. They don't.